Mayfly in the winter. So this chapter focuses in on Otsu. It explains how Otsu, again, the delicate flower, the peony represents Otsu in her purity, her beauty, her delicate way of being. She appears at a house of virgins on her way to search for Musashi. However, I think it's a samurai, catches wind that she's there, and he tells what is the owner of the ritual house there that there's a girl that is not pure, meaning Otsu. However, that's a vicious rumor that's going around. Again, rumors in that time in the 1600s swirled everywhere. You'd hear a rumor and that was that. Very hard to erase them. So with that, the owner tells Otsu, hey, I really think you should leave because the samurai has threatened me. So Otsu basically takes it as it is and says, okay, I'll leave. However, the owner feels because it is a rumor and it's not confirmed, he doesn't know Otsu very well, right? She's there teaching the other women how to play the flute. So he says, hey, take some money or do me a favor and take these pieces of art to this lord on your way through Japan. So she agrees, and I think I want to read some of that because it shows the way in which we see the world. And viewing art is a discipline, I think. Good art is a way to interpret the world. You can think of this money as payment for a favor. I'll be glad to do anything you ask, but your kindness is repayment enough. Arakita turned to Jotaro and said, why don't I give him the money? I can buy things for you along the way. Thank you, said Jotaro, promptly extending his hand and accepting the packet. As an afterthought, he looked at Otsu and said, it's all right, isn't it? Confronted with a fait accompli, she gave in and thanked Arakita. The favor I want to ask, he said, is that you deliver a package from me to Lord Karasumaru Mitsuhiro, who lives in Horikawa in Kyoto. While speaking, he took 2 scrolls from the set of staggered shelves on the wall. Lord Karasumara asked me 2 years ago to paint these. They're finally done. He plans to write in the commentary to go with the pictures as presented and present the scrolls to the emperor. That's why I don't want to entrust them to an ordinary messenger or courier. Will you take them to him and make sure they don't get wet or soiled on the way? This was a commission of unexpected importance, and Otsu hesitated at first, but it would hardly do to refuse, and after a moment she agreed. Arakita then took out a box and some oiled paper, but before wrapping and sealing the scrolls said, perhaps I should show them to you first. He sat down and began unrolling the paintings on the floor before him. He was obviously proud of his work and wanted to take a last look himself before parting with it. Otsu gasped at the beauty of the scrolls, and Jotaro's eyes widened as he bent over to examine them more closely. Since the commentary had not yet been written in, neither of them knew what story was depicted. But as Arakita unrolled scene after scene, they saw before them a picture of life at the ancient imperial court, fastidiously executed in magnificent color with touches of powdered gold. The paintings were in the Tosa style, which was derived from classical Japanese art. Though Jotaro had never been taught anything about art, he was dazzled by what he saw. Look at the fire there, he exclaimed. It looks like it's really burning, doesn't it? Don't touch the paintings, admonished Otsu. Just look. As time passes, the appreciation of art and what it takes to be a true artist has gone to the wayside. We now in 2026 are seeing the rapid advent of AI, and it, I believe, is ruining the role of the architect, the role of the artist, even of photographers and people in that industry. AI it's everywhere. There's going to come a point where we're not going to be able to distinguish a Caravaggio from a Claude AI's drawing, or a Monet from a who knows now. In viewing art, we see the world. So the chapter basically teaches that what you see and what you hear, the hardships, the misunderstandings, they're inevitable. We all have a winter. Winter comes. Winter is harsh. Winter doesn't allow things to grow. but it's how we respond to the winter. We take it as a cleansing, we accept it, and we renew our resolve to stay on the path. Very short chapter, but this chapter leads into the next ones, and as you can see, the two characters here, Otsu and Musashi, they are preparing themselves for what is to come, and what is to come is more hardship, more winter. Peace, everybody. Be well.